Let's now basically look at a website. I'm going to look at an interesting website here. This is on the second page of that template, which is one on the tree octopus. And so I'm going to explore now this website and see if we can answer the four main areas that we were looking at to evaluate a website. Remembering what the four areas are: currency, reliability, authority, and purpose and the point of view. Okay, let's look at this now. To make the video a little bit shorter, we'll probably just examine only the currency and reliability in part 1. Part 2 will be looking at the authority and purpose and point of view. Let's jump into that website. You'll notice the first thing before I go into the website, I've included in this template here, I've put in my name at the top here, and also too we've included the website name and the URL, the address of that website, or what is called the Universal Resource Locator. Okay, we're going to examine currency. How recent is the information? When was it last updated? And is it current enough for what we want? So we'll look at that one first. Alright, I'm onto this website here now, and this is the first opening page of the website. You'll notice that there's a few little quotes at the top up here. Fourier is a mathematical poem. Okay, seems, well, that mightn't relate to many things. We're now going to try to find out when was this website basically published and how current is the information. A few quotes over here which is mentioning dates. Alright, in February. Okay, that's sort of one last year in November. Alright, we're going to try to find when was this last updated. Possibly you'd look at either at the top or possibly at the bottom of the website. Okay, here we're looking at the website here. Now below here it tells us about that it's not related to any institutions, and it's given a funny sort of name here of other than the Calvinic University, never heard of that one, or the Wild Haggis Conservation Society. Sounds a bit odd already. Down the bottom you'll see is a reference to the person, Lyle Zapoto, and you'll notice here it says is that it's created in 98. Okay, it was last updated on, now don't think this is possibly American, so in the American websites they give the year first, then they give the month, and then they give the date, the day. So this was created in February the 4th, 2013, so it was updated. It was created in 98. If we maybe look at a few other pages to see, well, is that the same throughout the website, you'll see, oh, this was now 2007 that this FAQs was created. It was last updated in February 2012. Looking at a few other ones on this heading of sightings. Again, this was created 2001, a bit old, updated on the June of 2012. So you can see is that really our information is in some areas reasonably current, like this one on links was created in 2013 in January, and it was last updated on the same date, the 17th of January. Activities. Alright, so 2009 created, updated on 2009. So depending on what page you're on, it is telling you when they're updated. So let's actually move back to the Word document to update that one and include. How recent is the information? So we're going to say it varies from when some pages were, I don't know why, where I'm going to have to check my keyboard down here. I'm actually typing rather strangely. Okay, I'm not quite certain what's happening down here. Okay, so we would be mentioning here that it was basically made in 2001, 98, depending on what page we're looking at. Some were updated in 2013, but the majority were updated in 2012. Okay, so this is telling us a bit about how recent is the information and when it's been updated. So that's been arrived at from the bottom of the page. I'm not going to type into this at this stage because I'm having trouble with my keyboard. Now, is that information current enough for your topic? Well, if we're really trying to find out about, let's go back to it. If we're trying to find out about the tree octopus, we're possibly saying, yes, that information is current enough for me. Okay, I doubt if really this animal is going to change too much. Unless basically, you know, we're looking at, is it extinct or is it not? But really we're finding out information about this animal, where it lives, what it does. Okay, so really for us, I think the information being updated around about 2012 or thereabouts is possibly okay for us. Let's move back to the worksheet and look at this idea of reliability. So what sort of information is on this website, and is the content primarily opinion based? So is it just based on what one person says, or is it balanced argument? Does it have various points of view from quite a lot of other people? So let's move back to the website and see what sort of information is on there, and does the creator provide references or sources for the data or quotations based on the information that is supplied? Let's go back. Alright, so we've got some basic information here about the tree octopus, where it's located, this tree octopus, why is it endangered. Notice here we've got a reference to a newspaper article called Cascadia. Never heard of that place. A little bit interesting here is a person wearing a tree octopus hat. I would start the question at, okay, how can you help? Okay, so this is basically how we can help to stop this animal being made extinct. Okay, it says to I don't know if this is correct or not, but Greenpeace is often referred to, but this one talks about green peas. Okay, sign a petition about this animal being extinct. Put a tentacle ribbon on your website. Tell people about it. Okay, these is various things that are being done. A sculpture race seems a bit strange. There's tree octopus activity. More about tree octopus. Other tree octopus species. Pitch-chewing tree octopus of British Columbia. Olive-loving tree octopus of antiquity. The Old World tree octopus. The aria eaters of Polynesia. Seems a little bit sort of funny. You've got a reference to a shop over here. Let's explore some others. There's a blog. Okay, reference to here is a bit interesting. But we're looking at what sort of information. You've got frequently asked questions, you've got a lot of videos, you've got definitions of tree octopus in different languages, things about donations, you've got sightings. You've got various little videos or pictures. Some look a little bit odd. I can't see too much to say that I've got something here that this looks a little bit odd, this picture here. Anyway, you've got all these different sightings, and you've got these different sort of explanations from people saying that here is the octopus. Okay, if you look at media, there's literature here, Confessor, something to do with the murder of a geneticist, about counterfeit tree octopuses. How that relates, I don't know. The procession of mollusks, if we maybe click on some of these, we might see some of the other literature. Procession of mollusks, Astrophile Press. It's trying to sell a book to you about this. Let's move back. A book, okay, let's look at this one here, Confessor. How that's got anything to do with it other than it's to do with the place, Cascadia, I'm not certain. So we'll move back to the website. You've got magazines about it. The Octopus Cycle, 1928. This looks like a wiki page of some sort. Again, with wiki pages, you realise that that's based on opinion. And this is 1928. The source document is not known. So it's basically saying, well, really, you really don't know where this is coming from. Anyway, we're looking at other ones. Non-fiction. So Weird Washington. So fiction being things that are made up. A book review. Weird Washington. How that's got to do with it, I'm not certain. Speculative science. Visual arts. Culinary arts about eating octopus. Film or TVs. Videos, many from internet. Role-playing games. Pop culture. Activities. They even sell an activity game. Trick or treat. Links. You've got a cephalopod page about scientific information. This at first glance looks okay, but again we need to evaluate it. They're trying to sell, there's a reference to Amazon here. I need to find out about who Dr. Wood is here. This looks like just information about basically octopus, but is it the tree octopus? We don't know. Alright, so you can see this sort of information on there. So really in summary, activities, videos, pictures, media. We've got links, we've got some facts to certain references here about the tree octopus. There's literature references, there's things on games, there's things on food. So really, and a whole lot of references to other strange animals as well. So based on this, what you would see, and looking at the videos and that there, we'd probably say that most of this information on here is based on primary opinion. There are some links to what we would see, some factual sites, but really most of it you tend to think, I can't really see if there is. Here's a reference to a book, okay, a t-shirt, an online, a new magazine. Okay, pictures of octopus, a tattoo. I can't sort of, I'm getting lost in this to see, well, what is the reference to this? Okay, looking at the last button on reliability, does the creator provide references or sources from data or quotations? Well, there are some links to what appear to be some factual page, but a lot of the pages aren't really links to what we see factual pages. A lot of the quotations, like this quotation on the first page, Japanese researchers confirm squid can fly 30 meters through a tree, and the Kraken wakes. Isn't that reference to one of the movies? Okay. Diver surprised by reaction to his octopus hunt. Leaping tree octopuses, the wonderful electric elephant versus the giant octopus. So really, there are quotes, but really it's got nothing to do much with what we tend to think is the actual animal or references about that. If we look on some of these quotes here to say, well, where's this coming from? Well, this one's called from AFP. Let's have a look at this Japanese researchers one. Well, there's nothing here. This one here about the Kraken wakes. Giant squid filmed. This is looking to be a Reuters site. Now I think Reuters has got something to do with the papers. This is something about giant squid. You can see some of the things up here. I don't know if this is a proper Reuters site or not. But has it got much to do with our tree octopus? This is about a giant squid in the ocean. I don't think it does. Okay, so really we've looked at now this idea of currency and reliability. And really from my first glance at this website, I'd be starting to question this website at all, on saying that there is a lot in this website. But really the more I look at some of these things, I start to question the reliability of this website and saying, well, how much is this really related to the tree octopus? Is there proof of the tree octopus? I'm not certain. Okay, we're going to end that one at this stage, this video. Hopefully we've now explored the idea of currency and reliability. In part 2 we're going to look at authority and the purpose and the point of view, and then hopefully come up with an overall evaluation. Okay, be tuned to look at the second part of the video on this using our template that we have.